Hello everyone, welcome to my channel hdorionn. We are studying accountancy for class 12th from T.S. Grewal's textbook 2023 edition, Accounting for Partnership Firms, Chapter 4, Admission of a Partner. And in this video we will discuss some questions related to hidden goodwill. So in hidden goodwill we find that the amount of goodwill is not directly given in the question. Rather, we have to infer it from net worth of the firm. So, what is goodwill? Goodwill is the reputation of the firm in the market, fine, due to which the firm is getting more response from the customers. So, with less amount of capital also, when the firm is able to generate higher profits than the normal profits in the market, then it is a matter of goodwill. It is the good reputation of the business due to which without investing enough or by investing less amount of capital also, the firm is generating good volume of profit. And now this saving of capital is the value of goodwill. And that is what we have to figure in such questions where goodwill is hidden. So we have to compare the two types of capitals of the business, and the difference between the capitals will be the value of goodwill. So let us see the question and how it is to be understood and which are those capitals which is to be compared to find out the value of goodwill. In question number 34, A and B are partners in a firm with capitals of rupees 60,000 and rupees 1,20,000 respectively. They decide to admit C into the partnership for 1/4 share in the future profits. C is to bring a sum of rupees 70,000 as his capital. Calculate amount of goodwill. Let us see the solution and detailed explanation of this. So solution 34. Value of goodwill is equal to net worth minus net worth. Net worth including goodwill minus net worth excluding goodwill. Now, how will you find out net worth including goodwill? Net worth, you can say, and you can also say net capital. Net capital which is including goodwill and net capital which is excluding goodwill. So, how will you calculate net worth including goodwill? It is based on new partner's capital. So, net worth including goodwill is equal to new partner's capital. Here new partner is C and C is bringing 70,000 rupees as capital. So based on C's capital, what should be the total capital of the firm? In order to find that, we have to reciprocate the profit sharing ratio of C. Fine. C is how much? C's profit sharing ratio is 1/4. So we will reverse it 4/1. So net worth including goodwill is how much? Rupees 2,80,000. Okay. Now we will compare it with net worth without goodwill. Is equal to A's capital plus B's capital plus C's capital. A's capital is 60,000, B's capital is rupees 1,20,000, and C has brought his capital rupees 70,000. So when we add this, how much do we get? It is rupees 2,50,000. And the difference between these two, rupees 30,000, is the goodwill of the firm. Fine. So this much 30,000 rupees is the goodwill of the firm. The firm is enjoying a goodwill of rupees 30,000 because firm is getting benefits of rupees 2,80,000, whereas the firm has invested only rupees 2,50,000. So the money which the firm has not invested and enjoying the benefits is the amount of goodwill. So that is what hidden goodwill is. So how will you find out whether this question is of hidden goodwill or not, because in that question you will be asked to make treatment for goodwill, but how to calculate goodwill and what is the amount of goodwill will not be given in the question. So you have to understand that it is a question of hidden goodwill and you have to find it this way. Question number 35. Anil and Sunil are partners in a firm. Their fixed capitals of rupees 3,20,000 and 2,40,000 respectively. They admit Charu as a new partner for 1/4 share in the profits of the firm on 1st April 2012. Charu brought rupees 3,20,000 as her share of capital. Calculate the value of goodwill and record necessary journal entries. So solution 35. There are two partners, Anil and Sunil, and a new partner, Charu, is coming in the business for 1/4 share in the profit. Fine. Now, and Charu is bringing capital of rupees 3,20,000. Now, based on Charu's capital, what should be the total capital of the firm? That we have to find out. And that is known as net worth including goodwill. It is equal to rupees 3,20,000, that is Charu's capital, into reciprocal of Charu's share. And that amount is rupees 12,80,000. Now we will calculate net worth, which is excluding goodwill. That is total actual capital of all the three partners, Anil, Sunil and Charu. So as given in the question, Anil's capital is rupees 3,20,000, Charu's capital is rupees 2,40,000, and that is Anil, this is Sunil, and Charu's capital is rupees 3,20,000 again. Now, when you total this is the net worth which is excluding goodwill, and the amount is rupees 8,80,000, and the difference between these two amount is rupees 4 lakh. So this is hidden goodwill. So without investing rupees 4 lakh extra, the firm is enjoying a benefit of capital rupees 12,80,000. So this is what hidden goodwill means. Now new partner is bringing his portion of goodwill and capital. So to Charu's capital and to premium for goodwill. But it is not written in the question that Charu has brought her portion of goodwill. So no money is here. You can skip this part. And Charu has only brought rupees 3,20,000 as her portion of capital. But the treatment of goodwill has to be done. The benefit to the sacrificing partner is to be shown. For that reason, Charu's current account will be debited. Charu's current account, not capital account. Please understand this. Two sacrificers. Who are the sacrificers? Anil and Sunil. So Anil's capital account and to Sunil's capital account. If total goodwill of the firm is rupees 4 lakh, Charu was supposed to bring how much? 4 lakhs 1/4. Her portion is 1/4. So 1 lakh rupees benefit to the sacrificers is to be given in their old profit sharing ratio, which is the sacrificing ratio. But in this question, there is no old ratio suggested, so it has to be equal. So sacrificing ratio will be equal. So 50,000 each. So this is the solution for question number 35. Now, let us see question number 36. Bhuvan and Shivam are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. Their capitals were rupees 50,000 and rupees 75,000 respectively. They admit Atul on 1st April 2023 as a new partner for 1/4 share in future profits. Atul brought rupees 75,000 as his capital. Calculate the value of goodwill of the firm and record necessary journal entries for the above transactions on Atul's admission. Now here you see orally also you can solve this in your mind. You see Atul new partner is bringing 75,000 as his capital and his portion is 1/4. So net worth including goodwill is how much? 75,000 into 4, which is 3 lakh rupees. And net worth without goodwill is how much? 50,000 plus 75,000 plus 75,000. It is 2 lakh. Now 3 lakh minus 2 lakh, it is 1 lakh. So hidden goodwill is how much? Rupees 1 lakh. And now make the journal entry for treatment of goodwill. It's very simple. There are two partners, Bhuvan and Shivam. Ratio is 3:2 and new partner Atul's portion is 1/4 share in the total profit. And Atul's capital is rupees 75,000. Now, when 1/4 of the total capital is 75,000, what should be the total capital of the firm? That is net worth including goodwill. And it is equal to 75,000 multiplied by reciprocal of his portion of profit, and it is 3 lakh rupees. So the firm is enjoying the benefit of capital investment of rupees 3 lakh. But actual capital invested in the business is the net worth excluding excluding goodwill. It is equal to actual capital of the firm, that is Bhuvan's capital rupees 50,000 plus Shivam's capital, that is 75,000, and Atul's capital rupees 75,000 as given in the question. When you add this, it is 2 lakh rupees. Now the difference between these two, find the should be capital and the actual capital of the business is goodwill, which is 1 lakh. And this goodwill is of the firm, not of an individual partner. Now Atul's goodwill is how much? Atul's goodwill is equal to total goodwill of the firm rupees 1 lakh into 1/4, that is equal to rupees 25,000. So this was the amount of goodwill which Atul was supposed to bring, but it is not written in the question that Atul has brought his portion of goodwill in cash. So bank account or cash account will be debited to new partner Atul's capital account, which is rupees 75,000. But Atul is unable to bring his portion of goodwill because it is not mentioned in the question that he brought it in cash, being capital brought by Atul. Now, whether the goodwill has been brought by the new partner or not, the benefit of sacrificing their portion of profit by the old partners is to be given in the form of Atul's portion of goodwill in the name of Atul's current account. Atul's current account, or you can also write capital account, but current account we preferably do this, to Bhuvan and to Shivam. And his capital is how much? Rupees 25,000, as we just have calculated. Now it will be broken in their sacrificing ratio, which is their old ratio itself. So sacrificing ratio is 3:2. So 15,000 and 10,000. Being goodwill transferred in sacrificing ratio, which is 3:2. because new profit sharing ratio of Bhuvan and Shivam is not suggested in the question, nor the question suggests their special sacrificing ratio, and therefore old ratio will be serving as sacrificing ratio. Even if you calculate, you will get the old ratio as your sacrificing ratio. But that doesn't mean that the treatment of goodwill is done here in old ratio. Actually, it is done in sacrificing ratio only. Now, let us see question number 37. X and Y are partners with capital of rupees 50,000 each. They admit Z as a new partner for 1/4 share in the profits of the firm. Z brings rupees 80,000 as his share of capital. Profit and loss account showed a credit balance of rupees 40,000 as on date of admission of Z. Give necessary journal entries to record the goodwill. Here also a direct information about goodwill is not given. It means we have to calculate a hidden goodwill. First thing. Second thing is that there is a credit balance of profit and loss account. It means it is a profit. Credit balance of profit and loss account means it is a profit, and this undistributed profit in the balance sheet is also a part of capital employed. So let us see how it is to be answered. X and Y are the old partners and their profit sharing ratio is 1:1. Z joins for 1/4 share by contributing a capital of rupees 80,000. Now, net worth. Net worth including goodwill is equal to how much? Is equal to 80,000 into reciprocal of this, that is equal to rupees 3,20,000. Now, second step, net worth without goodwill is how much? Capitals of all the three partners, which is 50,000 plus 50,000 plus 80,000 plus one more thing, which is credit balance of profit and loss account. And it is equal to, when you add this, how much do you get? 1,02,20,000 rupees. Now the difference between these two, 1 lakh, is the goodwill of the firm. Now journal entry for this is, so we will give the journal entry for this. For this, bank account or cash account will be debited with the amount of capital brought by new partner, that is 80,000 rupees, because new partner Z is unable to bring his portion of goodwill because it is not stated in the question, to Z's capital account. Now, Z's goodwill will be paid to the old partners in their sacrificing ratio. For this, Z's current account will be debited and credited to old partners' capital account. And Z's goodwill is how much? Out of 1 lakh, Z's goodwill is 1/4. So it is 25,000. And their sacrificing ratio is old ratio, which is 1:1. So 12,500, 12,500. Now let us see question number 38. Asin and Shreyas are partners in a firm. They admit Ajay as a new partner with 1/5 share in the profits of the firm. Ajay brings rupees 5 lakh as his share of capital. The value of total assets of the firm was rupees 15 lakh and outside liabilities were valued at rupees 5 lakh on that date. Means this is a current liability. When we subtract these two, we will get capital employed of the business, which is the net worth of the firm. Fine. And plus 5 lakh also, because Ajay is bringing 5 lakh also as a capital. Give necessary journal entry to record the goodwill at the time of Ajay's admission. Also show your workings. So let us see the solution. So solution 38, Asin and Shreyas. Their profit sharing ratio is not given. It means their profit sharing ratio is 1:1. And new partner Ajay is coming in the business for 1/5 share in the profit. Fine. Now, net worth including goodwill we have to calculate is equal to total capital brought by Ajay, that is 5 lakh, into reciprocal of this, that is 5 by 1. So it is 25 lakh. So firm is expected to have a capital of rupees 5 lakh. But actually what is the capital of the firm? We will compare it with it. That is net worth excluding goodwill, which will be calculated by the formula total assets minus outside liability, that is current liability, that will give us capital employed. And because a new partner has also come in, and therefore we will add this 5 lakh rupees to it. So total asset is how much? 15 lakh. And outsiders liability is how much? It is 5 lakh given in the question. Is bringing his portion of capital rupees 5 lakh. So it is how much? 15 lakh. 15 lakh is the actual capital of the business. Now, when you compare this, 10 lakh is the total goodwill of the firm, and this is hidden goodwill. The new partner is unable to bring his portion of goodwill because it is not stated in the question that Z has brought cash for goodwill. Ajay. So Ajay's current account or capital account will be debited with the amount of goodwill, and it will be transferred to sacrificing partner Asim and Shreyas. Capital account, not current account. In their sacrificing ratio, which is the old ratio, which is 1:1. Being new partner Ajay's goodwill transferred to old partners in sacrificing ratio, which is 1:1. This old ratio is our sacrificing ratio because the new ratio is not suggested in the question, nor any special sacrificing ratio is given. Therefore, so this is the treatment of goodwill, and I hope that you have watched the full video, and I also believe that you have watched all my previous videos, which contains a lot of information and a very good solution for the questions given in the text. Despite this, if you are having any doubt, then please put it in the comment section. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing and sharing this channel. Thank you so much for watching this video.